Hi everyone! It's hard to tell when someone decided to pull the first prank ever. But one thing is certain, without pranks, our life would be incredibly boring. Half of YouTube content would disappear at once. But let's not focus on negative things. Let's talk about social pranks played on unsuspecting bystanders and people who go to public places. We believe these pranks are the best. So get ready for the most inventive social pranks ever. When applying for a new job, people always experience a number of feelings like excitement or anticipation. Some are afraid of the unknown or tricky questions they will have to answer during an interview. The guys from the LG company went one step further. They made sure that some of the potential employees would remember this interview for the rest of their lives. How did they do it? Oh, it's very simple. They decided to show off their high-quality TV displays. The workers replaced a window with such display and showed a recording of a falling meteor. The reaction of the people was priceless. The streets of London always witness some exciting things. Sometimes pedestrians are attacked by tigers, sometimes a tentacle emerges from the sewers, and sometimes a burning meteor falls from the sky. Wait a minute, nothing like this actually happened in London. This is just another prank, this time organized by Pepsi. A couple of years ago, the bus stops on Oxford Street were changed. The ordinary glass was replaced with a special screen, which showed unbelievable augmented reality. Have you ever thought what you would do if one day a zombie apocalypse happened? No? Well, you are lucky you don't think about that stuff, because something tells us when people came home after this particular prank, they designed the detailed plan of action, just in case. Imagine experiencing something like this. A prank called Put Zombies Back was pulled off several years ago in New York. You won't guess what was the reason behind such a large-scale prank, but we'll tell you. The prank was a result of an argument between two companies, Dish, the television operator, and the AMC channel, the one that makes TV shows about zombies. The companies didn't agree on a particular scene, and Dish decided to show AMC that there's no place for zombies in New York. We do not know who makes advertising pranks in LG, but he definitely deserves a raise, or at least a bonus, because he obviously does his job well. This is another ad showing off LG's TV sets. And again, everything went out of control. The ad campaign was named So Real It's Scary. And looking at the reaction of these unfortunate people, you understand the name is appropriate. An unsuspecting person enters the elevator, presses a button, sighs, relaxes, prepares to wait, and then the floor crumbles under his feet. Scary. We would not like to be pranked this way. When world-famous companies like Paramount Pictures decide to advertise a new movie, sometimes their employees come up with, let's say, very original ideas. As a result, they turn into very funny and amusing pranks. And of course, one wouldn't want to become a target of these pranks. Remember the horror movie The Ring? It was released in 2002, and a scary girl crawling out of the TV became a real icon. The success of the movie was so great that even people who did not see it recognized the girl. In 2017, before the release of the movie Rings, they decided to remind people about fear.
Oh my god, Adriana. Oh my god!
We cannot say whether the movie was good, you should decide for yourself. But the prank victims didn't even need to buy tickets for the movie in order to get scared. A job interview again, but this time it is completely different. Usually, when you come to a job interview, you expect it to be pretty stressful. However, no one, absolutely no one was ready for this position.
These interviews over the camera before?
No.
Well, let me tell you a little bit about the job to get started with. It's not just a job, it's sort of probably the most important job. The title that we have going right now is Director of Operations, but it's really kind of so much more than that. Responsibilities and requirements are are really quite extensive. First category for the requirements would be mobility. This job requires that you must be able to work standing up most or really all of the time, constantly on your feet, constantly bending over, constantly exerting yourself, a high level of stamina.
For how many hours?
135 hours to unlimited hours a week. It's basically 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
I'm sure you'll have a chance from time to time to maybe just sit down here and there, yeah?
You mean like a break?
Yeah.
No, there are no breaks available.
Is that even legal?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Many of you might have guessed what kind of job they refer to. If you have, congrats! You are indeed smart. If not, no worries. Let's listen some more.
No lunch.
You can have lunch, but only when the associate is done eating their lunch. Now, this position requires excellent negotiation and interpersonal skill. We're really looking for someone that might have a degree in medicine, in finance, and the culinary arts. The associate needs constant attention. Sometimes they have to stay up with an associate throughout the night. Being able to work in a chaotic environment, if you had a life, we'd ask you to sort of give that life up. No vacations. In fact, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and holidays, the workload is gonna go up with a happy disposition.
The applicants are confused. They say it's some kind of a twisted joke. They wonder if there's even time to sleep. And then they hear some more requirements.
365 days a year?
Yes.
No, that's inhumane.
Also, let's cover the salary. The position is gonna pay absolutely nothing.
Excuse me?
No. Nobody's doing that for free.
Yeah,
You're
pro
crazy.
bono, completely for free.
No.
What if I told you there's someone that actually currently holds this position right now? Billions of people, actually.
Who?
Moms.
This prank was pulled by the company card store in order to remind us all how much mothers do for their children. All the applicants were deeply moved and said that they now think about their mothers and how much time and effort they put into their upbringing. We hope that after this prank, you will also remember your mother, hug her, or at least call and tell her how much you love her. Try to imagine yourself in the situation we described. You are sitting at the airport, getting ready for departure, and suddenly you realize that you are a dangerous, wanted criminal. You are certain you have not done anything wrong, but everyone around you thinks otherwise. Can you imagine something like this? No? Well, in that case, let's look at the people who happen to get into this situation.
Aufmerksamkeit. Die Behörden suchen folgende Personen. Weiblich, ca. 1,65 groß. Die Gesuchte trägt eine hellgraue Jacke und einen großen Schal. Wenn Ihnen diese Person auffällt, verständigen Sie bitte umgehend das Flughafenpersonal.
Die Polizei bittet um ihre Mithilfe. Dringend gesucht wird diese Frau. Sie befindet sich seit gestern Vormittag auf der Flucht. Die Verdächtige ist ca. 1,65 Meter groß, hat dunkelblondes, lockiges Haar und trägt eine helle Jacke. Die Flüchtige gilt als unberechenbar und äußerst gefährlich. Bitte versuchen Sie nicht, die gesuchte Person festzuhalten oder gar anzusprechen. Für Hinweise zur Ergreifung der Verdächtigen.
This girl is not the only one partaking in this prank. Navia hired a whole team of people to make newspapers, record voice messages, and even shoot their own mini news releases.
Der Gesuchte trägt einen grünen Pulli und hat eine rosa Tasche bei sich. Männlich, ca. 1,80 groß. Der Gesuchte trägt eine beige Hose, einen lila Pulli und eine braune Jacke.
You will not believe it, but this all is a part of the prank. Through this prank, Navia wanted to promote their new deodorant, which protects even in the moments of severe stress.
Sind Sie gestresst? Sie sehen so gestresst aus. Da hätten wir was für Sie.
We do not know about you, but we have been firmly convinced for a long time the nun from The Conjuring is the scariest villain of all horror movies. That is why we would not want to be pranked this way. This campaign was organized by Roadshow Entertainment under the motto, a good horror movie will scare you even after it is over. Here's how this prank was pulled off. After the movie was shown in the cinema, a group of viewers were asked to write a review. They were taken to a separate room and asked to wait a bit, alone. But it was, of course, not a simple waiting room. It was built just 6 hours before the movie session. They used makeup to turn the actress into an exact copy of the nun from the movie. Scary? You bet. We are surprised that these guys did not come out of the cinema with white hair, but actually, some of them even fought back.
Oh my god. Ah! Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Holy shit, are you okay? I'm so sorry, come here. Oh my god. Are you okay? I love your reaction. Oh my god.
A very polite guy. Would any of you try to apologize to the ghost after throwing a bottle at it? Oh yeah, there are no ghosts. Well, at least we think so. So, this is it for today. See you soon. And remember, treat people around you gently because anyone can become the victim of the next prank.